Hello students, welcome to our mathematics class. In this section, I will tell you about exercise 3.4 of chapter 3. Without delaying, let's start. Question number first of exercise 3.4. Question first state whether true or false. A. All rectangles are squares. We have to find out that the below 8 statements are true or the false in question number 1. So I will explain why it is true or why it is false. A part of question 1 is all rectangles are squares. If all rectangles are square, no, all rectangles are not square. Why? As we know that all squares have all sides are equal, but rectangles have only two sides equal. We can say that all rectangles are not square. This is rectangle. This is rectangle, and this one is square. In rectangle, A, B, C, D. Square A, B, C, D. Here in rectangle, AB is equal to CD and AC is equal to BD. But in square, AB is equal to BC is equal to CD is equal to DA. Okay. The first statement is false because of properties of square and angles, that all sides are equal in square, but in rectangle only opposite sides are equal. Now B, but B part state that all rhombuses are parallelograms. All rhombuses are programmed. So what is a rhombus? Parallelograms. What is a rhombus? So a rhombus is a parallelogram where all sides are equal. A rhombus is a parallelogram where all sides are equal. So since both rhombus and parallelogram have their opposite sides equal and parallel, so we can state that by this property that all rhombus are parallelogram. You can draw a rhombus like this, and you can draw a parallelogram like this. So rhombus in which all sides are equal. All sides are equal. A, B, C, and D. In this, A, B, BD, DC, CA, all are equal. But in parallelogram, two opposite sides are equal, but all sides are parallel. AB, opposite sides are parallel. AB is parallel to CD. AC is parallel to BD. So this is the rhombus. As well as in this also A, B, C, D. In a parallelogram, AB is equal to CD, AC is equal to DB. Hence, and we can state that AB is parallel to CD or AC is parallel to DB. So it is true all rhombuses are parallelogram because both rhombus and parallelogram have their opposite sides equal and parallel. All squares are rhombuses and also rectangles. Square has all angles of each angle is of 90 degree. But square is a parallelogram where all angles are 90 degree and all sides are equal. So both squares and rhombus have their all sides equal. We can state that all squares are rhombus. All squares are rhombus. Because of equal sides, all squares. So each angle of a square and rectangle is a right angle. Hence, all squares are rectangle. But all rectangles are not square. All squares can be rectangle, but rectangles cannot be necessary square. Hence, all squares can be rhombuses. Now come to the D point. All squares are not parallelogram. All squares are not parallelogram. So, A false, B true, C true. All squares are not parallelograms. A square is a parallelogram where all angles are 90 degree and all sides are equal. Since both square and parallelograms have their opposite sides parallel, so all squares are parallelogram. As I have told earlier that all squares are parallelogram, but reverse is not true. Hence, we can say that this statement is false, that all squares are not parallelograms. All squares are parallelogram. This statement is false. All kites are rhombuses. All kite. What is a kite? A kite is a quadrilateral where consecutive sides are equal. Rhombus is a parallelogram where all sides are equal. So kites have their consecutive sides equal, whereas rhombus have their all the sides equal. So all kites are not rhombuses because a rhombus in which all sides are equal and parallel, like this. This is a kite. Only this and this side consecutive sides are equal, but not all sides are equal. Hence, we can say that all kites are not rhombuses. This is false. All rhombuses are kites. Yes, all rhombuses are kite, but all kites are not rhombuses, as I have told you already. All parallelogram are trapezium. All parallelograms are trapezium. In a trapezium, one pair of opposite sides is parallel. One pair of opposite sides are parallel, like this. This is a trapezium. So all parallelograms are trapezium. One pair of one pair of opposite sides are parallel like this. So hence we can say that all parallelograms are trapezium, but all trapezium are parallelogram. It's not true. All squares are trapezium. Can you state this? All squares are trapezium. In a trapezium, a pair of opposite sides are equal, but square is a parallelogram with all sides equal. In square, a pair of opposite sides parallel, so we can state that all squares are trapezium, but all trapezium are not square. It is again true. So all rectangles are squares? No. All squares are rectangle, but all rectangles are not square. All rhombuses are parallelogram? Yes. All squares are rhombus and also rectangles? Yes. But reverse is not true. All squares are not parallelogram? False. All squares are parallelogram, but all parallelogram is not square. All kites are rhombuses? False. All rhombus are kites? It's true. All parallelogram are trapezium and all squares are trapezium. Now come to the second question. Identify all the quadrilaterals that have four sides of equal length, four right angles. We have to find out all quadrilaterals, four sides of equal length. Let's consider a quadrilateral which have four sides of equal length. In this, AB, BC, AB, BC, CD, and DA. All sides are equal. All four sides are of equal length. It would become square. It would become square. So quadrilaterals that have four sides of equal length are become square, as well as it becomes rhombus. As well as it becomes rhombus. So all squares are rhombus, as we have already studied this. So four sides of equal length, square and rhombus. And four right angles. Four right angles. Four right angles. Four right angles. It becomes a square, or it becomes a rectangle. It's a rectangle and it becomes a square. Square. ABCD, ABCD. Angle AB, angle CD is 90 degree. Angle ABCD, the quadrilateral that have four right angles are square and rectangle. The answer of this is square and rectangle, and square and rhombus. Now come to the third question, number 3. Explain how a square is a quadrilateral Can you explain that a square is a quadrilateral? Yes, because a quadrilateral have 4 sides. Square has 4 sides. Quadrilateral has 4 sides. Square has 4 sides. So first one is with the properties of square, that all sides are equal, all angles are equal, diagonals are equal, diagonals bisect each other at right angle. So a quadrilateral, it is a quadrilateral because it has 4 sides. A square is a quadrilateral because it has 4 sides, 4 angles, and a square is a parallelogram. Yes, a square is also a parallelogram because both opposite sides are of equal length. A, B, C, D. So according to the property of the parallelogram, that opposite sides are parallel and equal. A square is a rhombus. Yes, a square is a rhombus in which all sides are equal and parallel. A square is a rectangle. Yes, a square is a rectangle as it has 4 right angle and 2 opposite sides are equal. Hence, it's a rectangle. Now, in this chapter, we have thoroughly studied about figures, rectangles, rhombus, kites, squares, parallelograms, identify the quadrilaterals, 4 sides, explain how a square is. I hope that you understand it well. Rest questions of this exercise I will solve in next video. Till then, please keep watching our YouTube channel, HomeLearns. Thank you.